Hey guys, Bondo here. I'm getting a lot of questions on my boiler here. I'm gonna go through a few things with you. I'm gonna light it up, show you how that works. I'm gonna show you how clean it's burning right now. I'll show you the chimney. This is an updraft boiler. They usually burn pretty dirty with a lot of creosote. This one here burns real clean. It burns hot. It burns up a batch of wood pretty fast, but it puts a lot of heat into the house and in the floor, and so you can let it go out. It's a little different than most boilers where you keep a fire going. This thing's kind of like a batch burner. So I want to show you that. I'm also going to show you my wood storage. I keep my wood in pallets, and that's just a nice way. I call the Kubota tractor with the forks on it. We bring the wood right in like that into the shop here. So I'm going to show you all that today. I'll start off with lighting this thing up. It's we got some snow finally. It's pretty cold out, so I'm gonna light the boiler and show you it burning and how easy it is to light and stuff. We gotta light it usually once or twice a day, depending on how cold it is. Okay guys, so this is the wood boiler. If you haven't seen my other video on it, check it out. I'll link it to this one. But this is an alternate heating systems made in Harrisville, PA. I bought it used. It's let's see here, CO55. I think that's what it says. Model number CO55. So this thing will burn oil, coal, or wood. But I've only been burning wood with it. I haven't even hooked the oil burner. I hooked the oil burner up yet. This is my old tank setup. And there's my oil gun that burns into the back of it. This creosote here, guys, is from my other wood boiler. It was too big. I actually built it, and it was too big for the space, so it was constantly just idling all the time, so it would make creosote. This boiler is sized perfect for this application that I got, and it burns hot and fast. It'll burn up a batch of wood real fast, but it dumps a lot of heat into the floors of my house and shop, so then I just let it go out, so that it works pretty good. You just have to light it more than, most boilers. You'll sit there and hold a fire. This thing just burns it fast and hot and clean. It burns real clean, and the wood, when the wood's gone, you just restart it later on if you need to. Like I said, 1 or 2 fires a day, and that's it. You just load it up, let her rip, and it keeps the house beautiful in the shop. And right now it's at 70 degrees in the shop, so this shop is 30 by 60. It's 2 stories, so that's a lot of square footage, and my house is pretty good size too. So I'll take you through starting it here. This is just some of the wood that I got stored here. These are pallets. I like to use these pallets. I cut them up like that, and that's good starting wood for me. And I just use this S-wing hammer to chop it up. I'll chop up one of these boards here, and that's pretty much all I need to start it. We keep a little cardboard and stuff over there, and I'll throw some kindling wood in there and a little cardboard and paper and light it up for you. You can see the boiler temp is down. It's like I don't know, it's down. It shows 80 is the lowest, so it's below 80 degrees. I'll show you how quick it'll come up to temperature. I like to take one of these bigger pieces, throw that in there. It's all nice dry pallet wood. Set that in there. This is a damper right here, which will actually let the smoke out the chimney a little easier. You can see it's already starting to go. It'll take off real quick, guys. I'll shut it down. It will get a little bit of smoke if you're not careful out the door. So we'll let it sit there for a minute. We'll just keep the video running here so you can see how quick this thing is at heating up. You can hear it starting to rip if you listen. So it's got an air flap on the bottom, guys, and there's one inside of here. So you get primary air that comes up through some grates, and then this is secondary air. This Honeywell controller opens up, which opens a flap inside of here, lets air in it, and it has air coming in the bottom. And then, like I said, this is the damper. You close this once it gets going. That's how easy it is to light. Like I said, I light it once or twice a day. Might have had it going since like last night. I had it going a little bit, but it's 70 in the shop, so I just want to keep the house warm because I got to work tonight. So it hasn't been long, and look at it already. That's how good that thing burns. What's it been? 2 minutes? That's how hot that sucker burns. It's like almost like a gasifying boiler, but it's not a gasifying boiler. It's an updraft boiler, but man, it burns hot and it burns clean. You can see no smoke's really coming out much. It's all going out the chimney. And that's a cold start, guys. That boiler's cold. Throw some more wood on that sucker. Get a few pieces here. It holds a good amount of wood too. He's ripping it. Pulls that damper. That forces the smoke to the front. Should even burn even cleaner with the air coming in this front. We'll relight the secondary gases will get relit inside there. That makes it burn even better. So we'll let that go for a little bit. Then I'll take you outside and show you the chimney, how little smoke is coming out the chimney for a non-gasifying boiler. Let me turn my attention over here, guys. This is my wood crate. That's my wood crate right there. That's a big, huge pallet that my buddy got where he works. The base is. I just took my sawmill and I cut some, I think that's just pine. Cut some of that up and made this one popped out. I'll have to put a couple screws in it, but pretty simple design. It's just a crate that I use to keep my wood in. I have 16 of these crates and I fill them up with wood, and this year I covered them with a tarp, which I think they're burning a lot better because of the tarp over it. So that's how I keep my wood in here. I got a side door to my shop. This is the side door here, so I can get the wood. I just stick a pallet in there. This is the 2 front doors to the shop. There's the tiny house trailer that I'm working on. Watch some videos if you want. Check it out. Tiny house hunting camp. This is my extra tractor. That's not the one I bring the wood in with. That's just my little tractor. My 50 horse Kubota will just lift these crates, guys. It'll just lift it, and they hold about 1.5 cords, a face cord and a half of wood. That's what they hold. I'll take you outside and show you. I'll get one. I'll show you with the tractor how we get in, but I'm gonna clean this mess up here from this pallet and get it out of here, and then I'll video my wood pile and how I get the crates in here for you. Okay, guys, it's been about 5 minutes. That's how that boiler burns. It burns hot. I'm gonna take you outside. Like I said, it's been about, at the most, 5 minutes since I lit that thing. So that's a cold start right there. It'll probably have a little bit of smoke right now until it, yeah, you got a little bit of smoke coming out right now. And then we'll check it in about 10 more minutes and see how clean it's burning. Right now on initial fire, you got a little bit of smoke until that wood gets really gasifying. So that's 5 minutes in. We'll check it about 15-20 minutes in and see what it looks like. Okay guys, Carl's out here in the timber frame here. Outdoor building that I got. All my tools in here. I'm gonna put doors on here this summer, but we just closed it in. It was open, closed it in this summer. There's some Nudura, extra Nudura. I'm gonna start them up here. Let them warm up a little bit. The forks are on it right now, so that's how I get. Here's one of my pallets. I just stuck one of them in here. That's one of them full. But I got a bunch of them over here. There, you can kind of see how big the shop is. So these are my crates over here. Here's some empty ones that we've already burned. Quite a few of them that are empty. And I got a bunch here. Like I said, I put tarp on them this year. So I'm gonna uncover this and grab one with the tractor, throw it in. Guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you would, throw me a comment down in the comments what you think of the video. And if there's anything you want to see coming up, just throw me a comment. That helps the channel out a lot. I really appreciate that. I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video, guys, for the another video on this wood boiler. This video here doesn't explain the radiant heating system part of this boiler. It's just showing you the boiler and the wood storage. But my first video is going to show you the whole radiant heat side of this and the tubing and all that and how we did it. So I'll link that. Okay guys, so it's been about a half hour since I lit the boiler. She's up to about just over 150. And it's not, right now it's not calling. This is down, so it's not opening the bottom. Bottom's closed. The damper inside of here is closed because this is down. If this was up, it would have that damper open. Let's open it up, see what it looks like. She's burning pretty good. Half hour. Let's go back here. I'll show you. There's the wood crate that I just brought in. It's pretty decently dry. Not bad for having a tarp over it. Helps out quite a bit. Last year I didn't tarp it and it was kind of wet and it didn't burn that good in my other boiler. My homemade boiler. So let's go out and look at the chimney. Not much smoke, guys. Pretty clear. You see a little bit, mostly heat coming out of there. Very little smoke. Unlike your outdoor boilers that just roll coal all day long. So I opened up this chimney the other day just to see what it looked like, because I used to get quite a bit of creosote. So I pulled this out. Not sure how good you'll be able to see it. Not bad. But it's all just fly ash. There's no creosote in it at all. No black, it's just a gray. You can see, oh, there's a decent picture of it. Just fly ash, no creosote, no heavy tar, nothing. It's very clean. It keeps the chimney very clean. I pulled this out the other day and a little bit of fly ash come out of it. No tar at all, just like a light, almost like a dust. And that fell on the ground. So I'm pretty happy with it. This is from the old boiler, guys. You see the creosote that had dripped down from my homemade boiler that was too big. I had two homemade boilers in here in the shop. One worked pretty good and I tried to make a bigger one so I could get more burn time, and what it did is sit there at an idle too much, and it smoked quite a bit, and it just didn't burn clean because it wasn't calling for heat. Wait, Hunter, tell him, buddy. It wasn't calling for heat, but this one, you know, is sized better. There's the other boiler. Thing's a monster. You can see that she was leaking pretty good, some creosote. But if I had more demand, that boiler would work really good. But it just sat there and the fan would be off too long and it would start to clog up and just sit there on a idle most of the time because it satisfied the heat so easily. So I was trying to get longer burns with that bad boy. So I think I'm gonna sell that. It's a pretty good boiler. It just needs a lot. My house is super insulated, so is this shop, so just too big. It's kind of a duplicate of my neighbor's boiler that we built, but it's a lot bigger. It's real similar. So if somebody that had a big area to heat, that thing would work great. Okay guys, it's been about 4 hours and we still got a good bed of coals in there. So be able to load up the boiler, rake it around a little bit, kind of see what we got left in there. There's quite a bit of stuff left in there, a lot of hot coals. It's only been 4 hours, so this thing, when everything's cold, she's pretty hungry. Eats up some wood, so got my pallet over there. Stuff I just brought in, we'll chuck that in there, fill it back up, and then I'll actually let that burn out, and that'll keep the house warm until tomorrow, because this house and shop is, like I said before, is pretty well insulated. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you got something out of it. I had a lot of questions on this boiler, and I just wanted to show you how I do my firewood with the crates and stuff. So I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.